back to another Pocket 3 cinematography breakdown video. If you're new here, I'm Chollette and I shoot a ton of these very short scenes of my life and they're all shot on the Pocket 3. My approach is always the same. I really just need 3 different shots. Ideally a wide shot, a medium shot, and a close-up shot. And then I visualize the full scene by stacking them together and putting them on Instagram or YouTube Shorts. So in this series, I'm breaking down some of these scenes to show you guys how I'm filming them. Also, huge shout out to the people that have been sending me their stacks on Instagram. I absolutely get inspired myself seeing all the various ways you guys see the world. So thank you to those that have shared their work with me. And yes, the Pocket 3 is an amazing camera. It has changed so much for me, but I really hope that as you guys are watching these breakdowns, I want you to really see the choices that I'm making when it comes to approaching a shot, when it comes to composition, when it comes to lighting, because all of this goes into training your eye. And once you train your eye, you're gonna be able to pick up any camera and find a creative shot, no matter where you are. So first, here are my settings on screen. Like I always say, these settings do not change. I have my Pocket set up in a way so the only variable is going to be whether I'm using an ND filter or not. So the story behind the scene, I'm on a group trip in Japan with a bunch of friends and family, and we're in Kyoto this day. And there's like 10 of us all staying in this really beautiful Japanese style home. Now we got there the night before, pretty late, so the first morning in the Airbnb was when I was really able to see the real beauty of the house, and I really wanted to capture it. So let's get into the first shot. So for this first shot, I just wanted to shoot a scene of me walking through the house and stepping outside into the garden. So to capture this shot, I'm using my tripod setup, which is a very convenient to carry around Insta360 selfie stick. And then I attach that to gimbal tripod legs, and that gives me a tripod for my Pocket. Now I really do like this shot because there's 3 layers of depth to this scene. We have the first room that I'm emerging from, and it's dark, the lights are off, but you can really still get a sense that we're in a Japanese style home. And then I enter the second room that has the natural light actually flowing into that room. And then the final stage of this shot is actually me stepping outside, and then I have this really nice light creating this highlight around me. So this shot has a good sense of mystery to me because you have this first room that is like completely black on both sides, and that's creating a natural vignette to the image and multiple frames within a frame. And this all helps to lead your focus to me sitting outside in between these 2 doors. So now the next shot is going to reveal the exterior. So this was also another simple shot that I used with my tripod setup, and this shot had 2 main purposes. One, I wanted to reveal the exterior of the house and really show how beautiful this morning light was and all the shadows that it was casting from the trees, and it was all just creating this really feel-good start to the day. And then I also wanted to create a match cut from the scene before where I'm just about to step outside of the house. Now I know I have the full shot of me just like sitting down and putting my shoes on, but if I just make a cut right before I exit the house, I can then match that shot and create a match cut of me taking my first step outside of the house. So then we get this like seamless sequence if I were to put these 2 shots side by side in a more linear format. So there's a couple reasons why I think this shot is pretty effective, and one of those reasons are a concept that I was talking about in one of my other videos, and that's called leading lines. And leading lines that you find through symmetry really help lead your eye towards a very specific focal point. So of course the focus here is me stepping outside and putting my shoes on, but the way I have this shot framed, I'm using 4 distinct lines to help guide your eye down the center. First, we have the line of the concrete down below. We have the bottom of the house here. Then we have the top of the house right above the door, the frame there. And then lastly, we have the roof right over me, and they're all creating this focal point right down the center. It's clearly not an overcast day. We have direct sunlight, and that's why we're getting these harsh shadows from the trees on the ground. And it creates so much texture that really transforms this shot to me. Natural lighting really excites me because it's so ever-changing, and you really have to be prepared to capture the moment, because the light isn't gonna look the same throughout the day, because it's gonna go behind the house, it's gonna go around the side of the house, and I'm just not gonna get this direct lighting as the day goes on. So it feels a little more special when you're prepared to capture a moment with the lighting that you have, because it's not gonna be there forever. All right, so now to finish the story, we have this overhead shot of me just doodling in my notebook. When I'm in Japan, I always pick up these Roll-Bon, I think it's pronounced, these Roll-Bon notebooks. I have like 10 of these things on me at all times, and they're really fun to just have on you because they're small, and I really just like jotting ideas down throughout the day. So this is a very authentic moment to me. And I decided to shoot this scene overhead to really show what I was doing. But at the same time, when I shot this, I was still getting comfortable with like filming myself and being in front of the camera. So with a lot of my shots, I'm literally just having my back to the camera, or it's further away from me at a profile angle like this. If I shot this today, I probably would have showed a little more emotion from my actual face and put the camera directly in front of me. But I still like how this one came out. So how did I shoot this angle directly overhead? So I'm using a crab claw. This is a very handy tool that allows you to mount your camera in so many ways. It is extremely useful to have on me. And again, it's another small tool that I can just keep on me and travel with no matter where I am. So you can see right above me in the exterior shot, there is this perfect spot to grip the camera directly above me. And the best thing about the Pocket is that you can adjust the gimbal from your phone using the DJI Mimo app. A lot of times I rig my camera sometimes just out of reach or just in a wacky position, and it's not always gonna be the perfect frame. So by connecting to the app, you can actually see me here, just kind of finding that frame that I want. But after I found my shot, I just filmed for a couple seconds to show me interacting with my notebook. And that's how I shot this entire scene using the Pocket 3. If you want to see the full stack, definitely check it out on my Instagram. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely consider liking and subscribing. I really hope you took something away from this video so that you can go out and create something for yourself. Thanks for watching. Peace.